Trucker's gonna live the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. Na 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 na. Yes, in the mighty power that can save the day. Na 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 na. Yes, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. Na 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 na. Yes, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays. Fire away.
Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. Now, before we get started, I have a very special video tribute for Mr. Kerouac, Brian. I think we're going to be talking soon for an upcoming episode of Behind the Mask. That might have some other people in it. Maybe not. I don't know. But this video is for you. It's just a couple seconds, but I felt compelled. So please enjoy.
He drives one deep right field, right down the line toward the corner. It's out of here. Chase Utley's second of the game has given the Phillies the lead in the 11th inning.
There's no baseball. I don't have anything. I had to. I'm sorry. I do miss it. I miss talking baseball. And you and I got to talk a lot last season, especially. Actually, like meaningful conversations about the sport, not just us bashing each other because we're opposite fans. But no, it's Mask 86 issue number 2 is out right now. And if you haven't checked out the first one, you can see it on Matt-Trakker.com. Go right to the top of the page. You'll see Kerouac. You see Mask 85 if you haven't read that yet. Mask 86 is right there. And I highly recommend checking out the Whack tunes as well. They're pretty funny and very clever. So you come down here. You got issue 1 of 86 and issue 2. So let's check it out. It's going to open in like comic book form. And I have my viewing window at as big as it can get so we can really dive into this. So here's the cover. As you can see, this one picks up where the other one left off, with Vanessa kind of becoming the focal point here of this particular story. You got Vampire coming in there. You got T-Bob looking like he walked out on you doing something weird. And the artwork on the volcano here, the way it blends from the purple ground up, like I love the use of different colors for elements that don't really have that color. You put it in Mask 85 in some spots. It was evident in your other issue as well. So it's really cool to see how you can take the colors that don't belong and make them belong to things that really aren't there. And if you haven't noticed, he is kind of mimicking the box art. You have some slash, the slash lines here at the top. You can't see me pointing at it, but behind the Mask logo, and then where it says pyramid scheme at the bottom. So let's go into page 1 here. So we come to a scene where it looks like Billy Batson is trying to break in to Wayne Manor. And we see the, Thunderhawk sitting there. And we get a bombshell here that this is his son. So it's funny because I really like the scene here, because what kid at this age didn't talk like this, where you narrate what you're doing. Everybody did it. I still do it. Like when I go to the bathroom, I'll record it next time. When I go to the bathroom, I'll give you the highlights. But it's really funny. It harkens back to probably something that he used to do, probably still does too. But yeah, you get a nice surprise here. And I like the shocked face here of Matt, by the way. It's very funny. So where we left off in the other comic was Matt and Scott meeting Vanessa. And you can see Matt is a little haggard here. And Vanessa's going to go into the story about the Mandela Stone, and it's going to kind of paint the picture of how she's not with Miles right now. Like it's a separate entity essentially, and we're going to find out a little bit later who is and isn't still with Miles, and we're going to find out what happened in that really shocking first scene, one of those first scenes in the first comic as well. So we kind of go this way here a little bit. You can see that Nash is outfitting some of these guys here with different costumes of Miles. And this is the scene I was talking about. So Miles was able to bring like this army back and surround the mask agents to wipe them out. It's a pretty cool like way to tie it in without giving away what happened and then bringing it in on here. Like I really do enjoy that. And we get a little scene here about how Vanessa has the Mandela Stone, and she also has like her own little tribe of people with the whip masks, and we get a shot here of a shaman. I forget what they call him. So like he can see things, he sees everything, and he says that Miles Mayhem always wins. That's like the answer to everything. And Matt just doesn't accept that answer. And then we got Brad and T-Bob and Vanessa's butt there, kind of sneaking around. So this is pretty much what was left of the original Mask line. And this is funny here. They kind of have like a little bit of a play back and forth, Brad and Vanessa. Let's see. And this is a cool picture. These two pages are my favorite out of it, actually, because the way that Matt talks about how no, there's more, and they're going to be ready at a moment's notice. And you see Julio, you see Calhoun, you see Jacques. No Ace, and I think that is a story for later. But you can see the transport jet, and the jet was actually modeled off of the one that Cliff Dagger made, the custom one that was like, this big. So that's pretty cool to have that little piece of knowledge in there. Let me kind of go up a little bit here. So we're getting some action scenes here. So you got Matt with the lava shot. You got the team here getting ready to go. So Brad and T-Bob are going to stay back while the team goes out. So we got Volcano here driving the way it should. You got Raven, and then so Scott's in Raven here. Like I had to do a double take there for a second. My eyes were deceiving me. So these shots here are pretty cool too. They're saying like for all the ones that they lost, like they're going to do all this. So 1991, Washington D.C. Miles Mayhem sits in the Oval Office, not because he needs to, but because who is going to stop him? So basically, Miles is now, the leader of the free world. Well, probably won't be that much free anymore, but he finds out that Vanessa is planning something with the mask agents, so he's going to go after them. So we got a scene here of Nash, Cliff, and Sly in ancient Egypt. So you got two different times, so remember that. Mask team comes in. You see Sly get hit in the chest with one of the razors from the discs from Raven. That's a pretty big deal. And we got this shot coming up here, like, Rhino's gonna not Rhino, Jackhammer's gonna try to play chicken with Volcano. Yeah, that's not gonna work. But then you have this Outlaw kind of unleashing what it has here, and again, like the sky colors for the battle scenes, really cool. Really stands out well. All right, so we got some more here. The missile actually hits the back of Volcano. Jacques' able to get out, but Matt is pinned right now. So Firefly goes off of the pursuit. Raven stays on. Nash goes out, turns his mask on, and he's like, kind of reminds me of like Joker and Batman in The Dark Knight. He shoots the disc at him, catches it. Trying to be tough. That's what the Powerhouse mask does. But then you have the Gulliver mask, which, if you don't know, it can shrink things. So he picks him up and flicks him. It's pretty funny, actually. There could have been a lot of things that happened there, but I'm glad it kind of left it open-ended for him to not be dead, I guess. Yeah. So we got, the team back together here in this nice, cool shot. They basically stopped them, and now they're going to try to get back to the future to see what the future holds. And, well, it's not going to be pretty. You got all the Vanessa worshippers dead. And you got a shot here of Brad and Vanessa dead, with Miles, Bruno, and Floyd standing there. And the line, the next time a man tells you what's about to happen, perhaps you'll pay attention. So hear this: Miles Mayhem is going to win. Next issue, Miles Mayhem wins. So, is that foreshadowing? It has to be. But seeing the shot here of two people that were very popular characters in what you did, I give you a lot of kudos and brave marks on that. Overall, out of 10, I mean, since you're a Mets fan, I'll give it a 19 out of 10. Just keep up the good work. I mean, you're kind enough to share these with me a little bit earlier. Ask for advice on them and just kind of spitballing ideas, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that I'm included, even though it's not mine at all. So keep doing what you're doing. And if you ever need anything from any of us, just ask, and the mass community will step up. So I hope you enjoyed the comic as much as I did, and I hope that you will let Kerouac know what you think of the comic as well. Let him know in the comments here. Let him know on social media. You can follow him on Twitter. And until next time, this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
Spectrum's got such